Shifting focus to what's happening in the Russia-Ukraine war, missiles and drone attacks struck over half of Ukraine's regions, and the explosions shook the capital city of Kyiv and other key locations as air raid sirens blared across the country, killing at least 4 people. WION's Anas Malik reports from the Ukrainian capital and also decodes what comes next for the war.
In a fierce wave of missile and drone strikes across Ukraine, Russia rained down 100 missiles and an equal number of drones in a morning assault. Energy facilities were destroyed and entire regions were plunged into chaos. In Kyiv, the sky was lit up by explosions as residents huddled in shelters as the assault continued during rush hour.
I'm waiting in the underpass. We are not allowed to enter the factory during the alarm. I am wasting time. It's been 4 hours. The air alarm has rung since 6 in the morning.
It's an air raid alert and Russia is actively firing missiles at us. So I'm waiting in the subway to protect myself.
In Lutsk, a western city, a Russian missile hit an apartment complex and damaged vital infrastructure, adding to the growing civilian casualty list. The barrage that included strikes on Kharkiv and Lviv marked one of the most intense bombardments in recent months. President Zelensky urgently called on European allies to assist Ukraine in countering the relentless Russian aerial attacks like Israel.
In our various regions of Ukraine, we could do much more to protect lives if the aviation of our European neighbors worked together with our F-16s and together with our air defense. If such unity has apparently worked effectively in the Middle East, it should work in Europe as well. Life has the same value everywhere.
Moscow claimed its extensive assaults successfully disrupted Ukraine's energy supply and hindered the transportation of Western-supplied arms and ammunition to the front lines. Interestingly, the Kremlin also claimed it had struck storage facilities holding Western-supplied F-16 fighter jets. If true, it would mean a devastating blow to Ukraine. The Kremlin has claimed Russia has struck facilities holding arms given to Ukraine by the West, potentially even F-16 jets. This devastating Russian assault comes in the wake of Ukraine's bold incursion into Russia's Kursk region earlier this month, a move that sought to shift the war's dynamics. Whether this attack is Putin's promised retaliation or part of a broader strategy to accelerate Russian claims in eastern Ukraine remains to be seen.
President Zelensky has vowed that they will be avenging this, but as I talked to you this morning, when the attacks took place, major of the energy infrastructure has been hit, as a reason of which 65% of Kyiv, the capital city, is hit by power outages. That is number one. And Ukrainergo, which is the Ukraine energy company, that has been authorized to conduct power outages in the country and in the centers, so that in order to make up to the losses that have been there as a result of this infrastructure hit by Russia on Ukraine earlier today. Anas Malik in Kyiv, in Ukraine for WION World is One.
Also, to understand it better, we spoke to John Erith from Washington, D.C. He's a Senior Policy Director for the Center for Arms Control and Non-Proliferation in Washington, D.C., and also the former member of the U.S. delegation to NATO. Listen into his insights.
I think it's very much a game plan. Russia has suffered some very significant reverses in recent weeks with the Ukrainian invasion of Russian territory. And this is clearly a retaliation for that and for Ukrainian strikes against Russian military facilities. The key difference is that the Ukrainian attacks have largely targeted Russian military facilities and capabilities, whereas Russia is hitting primarily civilian targets. in Ukraine.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.